excited about it. This is our 4th year of camp here at Temple University. We've been doing this camp for about 6 years. You guys are gonna learn a lot of information, all right? How many of y'all are interested in being a business owner or owning your own business one day? Professionals, career professionals are gonna be speaking to you today. That's gonna be giving you some valuable information about careers, what they do. Are you excited to hear about some of that stuff? Raise your hand, please. Show me some love. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, so.
How much money do you think it would cost to get this business going? You need insurance, you need to pay the employees. So I need you to think about all of that before you write that number down on your yellow sheet. I have how many businesses listed? Nice and loud. 5. I need you to tell me by writing yes or no, can a for-profit and a non-profit make a profit? Amusement park, print shop are both for-profit. College, university, for-profit, non-profit. Non-profit. Temple University is a non-profit.
You had to guess what percentage of gun victims in Philly survive being shot. What do you think the survival rate in Philly getting shot is? Right now, we're saving in the city this year, we've saved about 83% of gun victims. If so many people are dying, but you're saving 83% of the people, how many people are getting shot every year?
If you're that person like, I don't really care, I ain't got no brain, I don't. Guess what? You're the person that doesn't care about your brain. And people make determinations about who they think you are before you even get a chance to open your mouth. Your brand is represented in person. The thing you do right at that moment when you stand face to face with somebody, how you doing? That makes a difference. What do the emails you send look like? Is it a bunch of LOL, OMG, WTF, RL, blah, blah, blah? It shouldn't be. Is everything spelled right? Is everything grammatically correct? Do you know the difference between your, and there, and there? Okay, because it matters.
All right, so now we're going to test your skills on how well you listen during these workshops.
What % of gun victims in Philadelphia survive? I thought it was higher. It wasn't 80%? 83. 83%.
Did I get one?
All right, so I need everybody just put their finger up right here. Just point it. Okay. Bring it over. All right, everybody got their seatbelt on? Okay. All right, now we're about to go through the journey. As I got older and I went through more challenges and more experiences, I never let go of the idea of being that psychologist. Like I said, I want to own a business with psychologists, and guess what? I hired psychologists, I hired nurses. Right. Get ready to hire some doctors. But it took for me to hold on through that fight, no matter what. A resume is to highlight your background and skills. So what skills do you bring to the table? All right, stand up if you have a resume. What made you create that resume?
My name's Kaylin, and I had to make my resume for a college program I was signing up for.
What did the person say about your resume?
They liked the fact that I had so many volunteer programs on there.
I created the resume because I had a summer job.
Okay.
And I had a mentor there, so she just helped me make it for future interviews.
Okay. So how did that interview go with their resume?
The interview went well. My interviewer was proud that I had brought a resume. She never asked me to.
Yes, so you were proactive. As you heard from your peers, it's very important to have a resume and be prepared. So your full name, I'm not talking about your nickname, what your friends call you, Haas. That was your name, right? We want your full name, all right? Can you read my first duty that I completed at my job?
Educate donors through tours and presentations about time schooling.
When you're trying to start your description of your job task, you want to start with an action verb. All right?
Say branding is me.
Branding is me.
Your social media page, that's your brand. PB&J stands for perceptions, beliefs, and judgments. What does that mean? That it only takes 12 seconds for somebody to make a judgment about you. Society looks at us and sometimes based on the color of our skin makes perceptions, beliefs, and judgments that may not be true. That's why it's important how we carry ourselves, especially when we go for job interviews and when we're going for jobs. So we said a part of being a professional is someone that has a job that requires special training, education, or skill. So what is a professional? A person that has what?
Skill.
Education and skill. So it doesn't matter. You can have 1, 2, or 3. Doesn't matter. You can have them all. It's important how people see you. It's important how you interact. It's important how you present yourself. When you go for a job interview, I'll give you guys a quick story. I told this last year. I got a job working at a law firm as a project assistant. And I was working there, one of the only African-American males working there at the time. Guess what I'm doing? I'm working in the file room. So I'm dressed all nice. I'm working in this plush law office. By the grace of God, loving it. I'm like, man, I'm the only brother. Okay. I'm doing all that good stuff. And then one day, one of the partners at the law office came to me. She said, young man, she said, I want to talk to you. She said, we got an opportunity for a position for someone to travel in the law firm. She said, you know, I watch you all the time. She was like, we want to send you. I'm just a project assistant. But she said, we selected you because we know you'll represent the company well because of how you brand yourself. And Ms. Fadden said, she said, your network is your what? Your network. You want to get big, hang around big people.
So I want you guys to talk about a bad experience you had. I'm going to give you the word struggle, S-T-R-U-G-G-L-E, struggle. And that's an acronym to help you remember some of the lessons that I learned along the way. And the S, the first S, stands for sway, but never buckle. The next one is triumph, when defeat is expected. Rise when encumbered. Understand the unknown. Give when empty-handed, and that means you have to give a part of yourself. That's a key to success, guys. The next G is gain from those who have seen. And so the L stands for lean in to your opportunity. And finally, enjoy your process as much as your progress.
Teamwork, leadership, communication skills.
In what ways do you think you can make a contribution to our company?
What would you be bringing to this company?
So, like I said previously, I'm very smart, intelligent.
Educationally, I am strong. Like, education is pretty strong too.
Do you want to do anything particular around your technology degree?
Talking to technology, I would like to work for a company like Google, Sony, stuff like that.
What qualifications do you think will make you successful here at Choosing Success?
When I worked hard, I had a D in writing, and I bring it up to an A.
Good job.
Like another step, a different responsibility. So being a student who's like actually like kind of like peer mentoring other students about the same things that we went through, the same interview skills, the same resume skills. It feels great.
Asked me what I could contribute to the company. She asked me that. That's the question I was scared to get.
I'm going to pass the mic around to our professionals. I want them to give me like a 1 minute, just 1 minute brief feedback about your group, how it went.
Eye coordination was definitely a plus. Handshake was definitely a plus. I will say that they all waited for me to direct them to sit down.
So I want to say that they came really, really well prepared.
They were awesome because they had a phenomenal interviewer. So I think the confidence comes from being prepared, right? So they were ready, right? They were almost running over the things that they had prepared for from earlier.
Often we apply for jobs and we think, hey, yeah, we want this position because they're giving us money, but also make sure it works for you too. So it's okay to research, go on the company's website and look at their values and make sure it matches what you are, what you want to put out into the world.
When you're asked what your strength is, be prepared to tell a story. Tell a story to speak up your strength.
I just want to congratulate you all on being on the right track to learning how great you are. And I'm blessed that I can be here to be a part of it and to witness it. Drop mic on that note.
All right, so you need to make some connections then. Asking for some business cards.
Baker Capital. Baker, you want to say CFO, Chief Financial Officer.
I was doing the event for my grandma, and she does like line dancing, and she's heavy in church. So this is where this design came from. These I work with a lot of kids. So, you know, with everything with violence and everything going on in the Black Lives Matter movement, I just decided to put my own twist on it. So that's what these are about.
She's saying like the picture that be on the student transpads, like you know how they give out student transpads at school, and it's a picture of her.
People actually pay us to advertise on the transpad.
Oh, yeah. She told you, but you would have to go to med school first, so that's 4 years. After that, you have to do residency, so that's another 4 years.
See, that's very interesting. Yeah. It could be a little tough, but it could be done.
I want to be a lawyer.
This is a law firm. I'm an attorney in the city.
I want you to take this. Right, they pay me to get them in order.
Oh, what college did you go to? Temple? Hey, I was homecoming team at Temple, so I had like art shows.
But you're fine. You go.
I learned that you gotta be professional. Everywhere you go, you gotta carry yourself with confidence.
I learned that Mr. Wesley Crosby does own his own company, and it's like he can help you with business. Like his actual job is to help people trying to start their own business. And that's exactly what I want to do.
Okay, so yesterday when we was doing the interview thing, I learned that you shouldn't reach out your hand first. You should wait for them to give you attention, and you have to wait to ask to be seen.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. We look forward to seeing some of you back next year, and we wish you all well, okay? Good night.
1, 2, 3.
Towards success!